Hey, what's happening, guys? This is the DFS five pack. We're ready to talk baseball. Odd night last night. We had three very good chalky pitchers in Bieber, Cole, and Giolito. Cole gets scratched, or the game gets weather with like out any real pre-warning on that one, and then Giolito throws a no-hitter. So, needless to say, I think that shaped the slate just a scoochiest little bit right there.
Yeah, just a little bit. I'm sure a lot of people had Giolito Cole lineups that were pretty pissed.
Oh, I didn't really think about it that way because I had the top two guys in Cole and Bieber and didn't use Giolito, who was clearly amazing. And to not have that would be, that'd be a swift kick in the nuts.
I mean, Giolito is probably, I would bet that it's the best start of the season for anyone.
Yeah, and it'll probably end that way too. It's hard to beat that, what he did. It was amazing, guys. All right. Go whirl over to overlaydfs.com if y'all want to get some opportunities to win some money. The progressive jackpots are back today because we've got 3 games instead of 2 for the NBA. The progressive jackpot for MLB is getting close to $6,000. So go get in where you can fit in. Loving these 5-pick shootouts to help you win your money back. Give it a real whirl, guys. Let's go have some fun today. If you haven't played on them yet, give it a try. Overlaydfs.com, top-notch customer service, and we are ready to roll.
Let's get it.
Okay, so here we go. NBA playoffs are here. NFL packages up for sale. Day passes. It's all up to the website, guys. Subscribe to the station if you're new to it. Thumbs up is appreciated. We're going to roll quickly today because I got to go pick up the kids for some school stuff. Mike Clevinger, the Cleveland Indians. I liked him. You like him. What's not to like? Tell us about him.
I mean, listen, first off, he's a really good pitcher. As you made the point in our members only video, like he's a 10K pitcher. He's only 8,900 here. So lots to like just in the price point. Second of all, everyone knows he got removed from the Indians because they left the bubble, him and Plesac. A lot of their teammates were really disappointed. I think he comes in with a lot to prove today. I think he shows his best stuff, whether he's on the trading block or not. I think he's got a ton to prove. I love him here. It's not a pristine matchup. I'm not scared of this current version of the Twins lineup, however. I like him a lot here. There's other good pitchers on this slate. He's my guy.
Are they missing somebody besides Donaldson in Minnesota?
Their lineup has been pretty weak the past couple of days. I'm not exactly sure who's been out, but it has had a couple guys. If you look at it, I'd have to look.
Okay, gotcha. Now, I'm not a big narrative guy. We've had this discussion so many times on the show, but I like all your points on Clevinger. And just because I don't, in my opinion of myself, don't fall for some of the trick on the narratives I don't think make sense, I like this one. I like this one a lot. I'm jumping him with 2 feet.
So, okay, Garver's out. He's on the IL. And also Buxton's out. So this was their lineup last night. Kepler, Polanco, Cruz, Rosario, Sano, rock solid top 5. Lamont Wade, Marwin Gonzalez, Luis Arias, Ryan Jeffers.
And I like Miguel Sano, but that's like 3 strikeouts waiting to happen.
Exactly.
All right, let's keep moving along. It's easy to afford guys today, though, too. So we're going to talk about a couple of cheaper guys on teams that are going to get a little bit of love. We're going to start with the Chicago Cubs. There's not a lot of quote-unquote crush spots on the slate for offenses, but the Cubs are a team that often garners too much attention, and we fully expect them to get plenty of love again today. However, like a lot of their high-priced guys, I know Baez had the big day the other day, they're just not playing that well. You can get Jason Hayward, though, at only 2,600. He's started a bunch of games in a row. He's playing decently right now with 3 hits and 2 walks over the past 3 games. And again, he's only 2,600.
Yeah, I mean, he's just a cog in the machine type. There's a lot to like about the Cubs, as you mentioned. Fulmer has not been good. They're really cheap. Expect them to get a lot of love. So in cash games, they just make too much sense.
All right. Next up, Nolan Arenado. And what guy like Hayward helps you to do is skip maybe a higher price Cub, get him in your lineup, and then roll with a Nolan Arenado, who I know we talked about him yesterday. One of the things that we bring up for baseball players is all the time is guys who have been struggling, look for the game or games where they have a bunch of walks. It means they're starting to see the ball really well. Well, yesterday, Arenado took off, got his first 2 extra base hits of the year that have taken place on the road. You know he's great against left-handed pitching, monster career numbers off Robbie Ray, and Robbie Ray has been struggling for most of the year.
I mean, this guy's elite, right? Like he could easily be 5,500 in this spot. Pretty nice discount from where he could be priced. He's awesome. He looks like he's seeing the ball well finally. As you mentioned, first extra base hit on the road all season last night. Crazy. I like going right back here.
He's very good, right? I mean, this is a guy that I think a lot of times we leave out of the conversation of the best players in MLB, and we just lock in Mike Trout, and then we start talking about Yelich and Acuna and Juan Soto. Nolan Arenado has got a long track record of being right there, and he's not just like a falsity of Coors. This guy is that good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next up, Jonathan Schoop, a.k.a. Jonathan Schoop of the Detroit Tigers. 4,400, plays second base. This is a guy I think we like better for tournaments because Lester can be a little bit up and down, more down than up lately, allowing 6 home runs over the last 2 games. But I think both of you and I, we came to the same conclusion. For some reason, Schoop is always in our lineups, and then we take him out, and then the next thing you know, he has 20, 60 K points.
Yeah, it's happened to me, I think, every slate this year. So, yes, it's a bunch. Listen, I feel like Detroit is kind of like the Cubs in the sense that they're affordable, they have power, and people want expensive pitching. So they're another team that's going to get love, but they should get love because, as you mentioned, Lester has not been good. There's absolutely no reason he should be priced like an elite starter. It's crazy. And again, Scope's been good this year. You look at the power numbers, the overall numbers are decent, and it allows you to get the pitching you want. So Scope is an overall nice piece of a Detroit offense that's in play here.
All right, last up, I think this is a guy that works for me in every single format, which is Stephen Piscotti of the Oakland Athletics. So, we talked about the Athletics for a while on members only. They are priced up big time with their good players like Olsen, Simeon, Chapman, etc. However, the one guy who seemed to just hide behind the bush when DraftKings was raising their prices was Stephen Piscotti at only 3,600. He's got a lot of career success against left-handed pitching. Your boy Allard, I think you would say you've been picking on him lately because you like him, but he has not been good most of the season. So I know you've used some guys against him and to some success. And this guy's got 3 straight double-digit games.
Yeah, I mean, Piscotti looks good right now. Good platoon spot for him against the lefty and Allard. I mean, when you've got the other Oakland guys, 5,500 and above, when you can get a guy like Piscotti at 3,600, it just makes sense. It gives you exposure here if you don't want to break the bank. He fits the stack if you do want to break the bank. I mean, he looks good everywhere.
So I will say this about Piscotti. If you talk to me about Liriano, Simeon, Kanya, Chapman, Olsen, I think he's the 6th best guy out of that group. But he's not a distant 6th, and he's a decent hitter. And if you look at their fantasy points per game this year, it's not much different than those guys. He's not half their price, but $2,000 less than the rest of them.
Wait, did you have Kanya in there or no?
Yeah, I think Kanye's a little better than Piscotti as far as hitting goes, just a little bit. More pop.
I think that, yes, Kanye's definitely 5th, though. I would put the top 4 guys distant from the rest. I think Piscotti and Kanye are close, but I don't think it's I don't necessarily disagree with you.
I will take Chapman and Olsen and Simeon over Kanye, but Kanye is a little bit of an under the radar guy with big power.
For sure. I'll give you that also. And Piscotti, like you say, he seems like the adult in the room. You trust his at-bats. A lot to like about him here.
He's a professional.
Yes, exactly.
All right, guys, that's what we got for today. We appreciate y'all clicking the thumbs up button, buying your memberships through the website. We would love to have you come join the team. Have yourself a wonderful Wednesday.
Thanks, guys.